Welcome back to another deep dive. Okay, picture this. Typical Monday, you're on the job, focused, and then boom, out of nowhere. A tiny spark maybe, a flying splinter, or a chemical splash. And just like that, your whole day, maybe even your life, could change. So today, we're diving into something really critical for anyone in the trades. CSA-approved safety glasses laws in Ontario. Our mission. Let's quickly unpack the essential laws, the standards, what it means practically for eye protection in Ontario workplaces. We want to make sure you're informed, protected, keep those eyes safe. And this deep dive is brought to us by our friends at Southwest Safety and Supply.
It really is astonishing, isn't it? What's fascinating, I think, is how often these eye injuries happen. They're common, they can be absolutely debilitating, especially in the trades, but they're also surprisingly preventable, like really preventable. You know, a simple piece of PPE, the right piece, can genuinely be the difference.
Yeah.
Safe work day versus something life-altering. We're talking about preventing something like, what, 90% of eye injuries? Just by using the right protection.
Yeah. 90%. Wow, that's huge. So let's get specific then. When exactly are these eye and face protectors required? What's the trigger?
Yeah, the general rule is pretty straightforward. Whenever there's any risk of injury or harmful exposure to your eyes or your face, think about the daily stuff. The flying objects, right? Grinding, cutting, hammering, sawing, bits flying everywhere. Then you've got splashes from chemicals or other liquids. Also radiation, like from welding. That's a big one. Or even abrasive materials, molten stuff, if any of that's happening. Eye Pro isn't just a nice to have, it's essential.
And it's crucial that it's not just any old pair of glasses you grab, right? There's a standard involved. If we, look at the bigger picture across Canada, Ontario included, there's a specific benchmark they need to meet.
Exactly. That's the key point. If you're working here, your eye and face protection really must meet the CSA Standard Z94.3. CSA, that's the Canadian Standards Association. Think of it like our national seal of approval for safety gear. It means the equipment's been properly tested, it's rigorous. And this standard, Z94.3, it's crucial. It forces workplaces to actually look at the dangers first, do a proper hazard assessment, figure out specific risks, and then pick the right CSA-certified gear for that job.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting for Ontario specifically, because you won't find a giant sign saying Ontario's official safety glasses law, right? But the Occupational Health and Safety Act, the OHSA, it kind of builds this safety net, this framework, through a few key clauses. It's clever, actually.
It is clever. And for employers, these OHSA clauses are absolutely critical to understand. For instance, you've got Clause 25, 1B. That's all about maintaining equipment, and that includes PPE, keeping it in good shape. And there's 25.2, which says employers had to provide information and instruction, teach people how to use the safety gear properly. Clause 25.2D is about making workers aware of the hazards, the eye hazards specifically. And maybe the most important one, 25.2D, requires employers take all reasonable precautions to protect workers. It's a catch-all.
Right. So it's not just a recommendation. These clauses, taken together, they make it really clear. Employers have a legal duty, and maybe a moral one too, to provide safety glasses and make sure people wear them in risky situations. But okay, for the person on the tools, how do you know if the glasses you've been given or the ones you bought are actually CSA certified? What do you look for?
Yeah, good question. It's definitely not about how tough they look or feel. You need to find that official CSA certification mark. It's mandatory. It has to be physically present on all the approved parts, the lenses, the frames, both the front and the temples, those arms on the side. Also on removable side shields if they have them, and any other key parts. Plus, the lenses themselves have to meet specific impact resistance tests in the standard. And the frames are designed stronger too, specifically built to stop those lenses from getting pushed back into your eyes if something hits them hard. It's like that quality stamp, for your eyes.
That's a really important detail, the mark itself. And it's not just glasses we're talking about, is it? The type of protection can vary quite a bit.
Oh, absolutely. Different jobs, different tools. Safety glasses are common, but sometimes you need more. Goggles, for instance. You can get ventilated ones for impact protection, or non-ventilated sealed ones for dust or chemical splashes. Face shields give you that broader protection for the whole face, often worn over glasses or goggles. Welding helmets, obviously, for the intense light and sparks, and even hoods for things like abrasive blasting. The key thing is, whatever it is, glasses, goggles, shields, it still needs to meet those CSA impact standards for the job it's doing. Right tool, right level of defense.
Okay, so we know the risks. We know the gear has to be CSA certified. What about actually putting it into practice? How can businesses make sure everyone's on board and, actually compliant?
Right. Implementation. A solid safety glasses program really stands on 5 pillars, let's say. First, you got to start with a thorough risk assessment. Identify every single potential eye hazard in that specific workplace. No guessing. Second, based on that assessment, you do the selection. Choose the right eyewear that meets, or even better, exceeds the CSA standard for those identified risks. Third, and this is crucial, training and education. Everyone needs comprehensive training. Why it's important, how to wear it correctly, how to clean and maintain it. Fourth pillar is monitoring and enforcement. You have to check regularly, make sure people are wearing it, and enforce the policy. It can't be optional. And finally, number 5 is review and update. Don't just set it and forget it. Workplaces evolve, tasks change, so your safety program needs to adapt too. Keep it current.
Makes sense. And when businesses actually do this, get it right. The benefits go way beyond just ticking a box for compliance, right? You see enhanced safety, obviously. Fewer injuries, which is huge. But also, increased awareness among the crew, total legal peace of mind for the company. And it builds a stronger safety culture, doesn't it? Where people feel genuinely looked after. So we've really covered that vital link, haven't we, between the CSA standards, the OHSA requirements here in Ontario, and then the practical steps, the implementation. That keeps workers safe. It's a whole system.
It really is. It all connects. And as we wrap up, maybe leave folks with this thought. Considering everything we've talked about, the risks, the standards, the legal duties, what might be the true long-term impact on the company's reputation, on employee morale, even on their ability to hire good people? What's the impact if they fail to prioritize comprehensive eye protection? Going beyond just, avoiding the fines is something worth mulling over.
That is a powerful thought to end on, really puts it in perspective. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into eye safety in Ontario. Stay safe out there, everyone.